Bum bum ba bum. All right, that's enough of that. I'm in my Boba Fett cosplay here. Just kidding. Black pants too. I know you can't see. Let's talk about this show, Book of Boba Fett. I have notes, and I will preface this with saying I feel like the fan initially, even with OT Boba Fett, the fan base was split because you had a cool looking character that didn't say much. And then in episode 6, he didn't do a whole lot. So people are like, well, he didn't do much. He just looked cool. The EU, apparently, I didn't read any of that. EU did him well. So I went in thinking, okay, well, we can kind of go from a blank slate with this show. I feel like he was better in The Mandalorian than what we got for Boba Fett in his own show. Let me explain. Let's go to the notes here. Let's see. The beginning episodes, I didn't feel like they were too bad. I knew they had a lot of setup to do to get from where we left off in Star Wars Episode 6 and where we got to Mando, which is fine. You know, I would think that he'd come out and be mad at Luke Skywalker, not the Empire, but I guess it's time with the Tuscans changed that. Tamora Morrison himself, and I think with this point, he said he talked too much. Then he was like too nice. We'll get to that a little bit, but a lot of talking, not a whole lot of action. And the setup, all right, the setup to the end with the battle wasn't too bad. Like, we just knew there was going to be a fight with the Pikes. Spoilers if you haven't seen this thing. But, like, why the two Mando episodes? Why were there two fully dedicated episodes? Between the two episodes, Boba Fett had like a couple of lines. The first Mando episode, episode 5, was great if it was just a Mandalorian episode. A lot of prequels, episode 1 nostalgia, pod racing, the Naboo fighter. He even says it was Wizard, like that one weird kid that was Anakin's friend. But like I said, no Boba. With that, episode 5, Finnick shows up at the end, and that was it. Then in episode 6, Boba was only in for one scene and saying a couple of lines. Like, why? Why? I think I saw something about there being reshoots, but like, if anyone skipped Book of Boba Fett, there's going to be some missing things that get you to the beginning of The Mandalorian Season 3. If anyone is only watching, or if anyone only watched Book of Boba Fett, which is highly unlikely, you'll be like, who is this guy? Who's this Baby Yoda? What is Luke Skywalker doing here? Now we I mean, like, we've if, like I said, if you went straight to the Mandalorian, like, there was even discussions with the dark saber, Mandalorian lore, that you would, if you're bored by Book of Boba, you're gonna miss all that by the time you get to the next season of the Mandalorian. Anyway, those two episodes, 5 and 6, they were solid, but the stories would have fit better in Mando's own show. Once you got to episode 6, there was a lot of fan service. You had R2, you had Luke's school, you had Luke, you had Ahsoka. But I mean, that was the episode where I'm like, is this just too much? Are we just getting a commercial for a Luke Skywalker Academy video or movie or show? Please just show. Anyway, back to Boba's show. The side characters, I thought Chrysanthemum can be used better. The mods I found terribly annoying. Chrysanthemum looked cool. I'm glad he survived. Another side character, Cobb Vanth. It was fine seeing him in there. Then you had Cad Bane. Cad Bane, they have done a good job of, like, I've rushed through the Clone Wars and Rebels, and he is a terrifying villain to go up against, and you had that feeling here. I was told that he doesn't even last long in the New Empire or the New Republic. Like, he dies, but like in this show. But I wish they would have, we get an end credit scene with Cobb Vanth coming back, but why not do the same with Cad Bane? Because you have another villain there, like bounty hunters fighting each other. It's a nice little, like the one bounty hunter trying to escape the bounty hunter life is getting attacked by others. There's a plot for you right there. So we cut to the last episode. A lot of action. I thought Mando and Boba fighting, and then you get the Rancor, Fennec doing a lot of the grunt work again. All the action was fine. I'm sick of the mods and the Freetown people. That wasn't bad, but I mean, of course, you're gonna have a last episode, 1 hour, lots of spectacle. Wait, yes, lots of display. Like I said, he put up decent fights, especially when he and Mando were fighting off all the Pikes solo before backup came. And he got in a fight with Cad Bane. I wish there was a little more. Boba was still getting obliterated, but then he pulls out his Deku stick. That's a Zelda reference, but he pulls out his Tusken Raider stick, and he beats him. And Fennec destroys the crime bosses. And the ending was just like, I'll explain it here. The ending, it was just a little bit too happy for me. Like I said, there was Cobb Vanth getting modded scene. I would rather Cad Bane in some fashion. Like maybe the Jawas take him away, or he, like, I don't know, wakes up, some footsteps approach to get him. And because that, you want a tease of a villain, I would say, if you want to have any hints of the show continuing. So now I don't know if this is going to get another season. I think it will, just to get money, but I have no reason to believe that just from watching the show itself. I hope that there is, but I don't know. I haven't looked into whether or not there actually will be. We'll just see. I don't know how I'm going to rate this show. I would say like a 3 out of 5? Dork dead heads? I just wish there was more to it. I wish Boba had more of a role in his own show, and I'm sure everyone feels the same way. That was my quick discussion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to the Dork Dads. Double upload day. You're welcome. Subscribe.